Yes.
Hey, Christian Prince.
Yes, my friend.
Now I just heard you say about well, I'm Muslim.
Okay.
Sorry, let me turn my YouTube down.
Mute YouTube.
My family's Christian. I'm Muslim. I studied Islam for a little bit, not long, not much at all.
Okay.
And most everything what you're saying is true.
Let us say, or it is.
Yep.
Let us. You are saying. Let
The
us say.
reason why. The reason why.
I did not hear you correctly. Please. Did you say let us say everything you are saying is true, or it is true?
No, what you're saying is true.
Okay.
Only when I started studying it.
Okay.
And I will openly admit that.
Okay.
It's only when you start learning Quran, and then one teacher believes in one belief, and then another one believes in another, and they can't come together. One prays slightly different, one's prays a little difference, but the one that hits the dagger for me the most is where you don't know nothing about Islam. They say, abide by your parents, and and treat them with utmost respect, which you always will be and always will. And then you go into interpretations, and they're saying that don't take your father, as a
friend,
as a disbeliever.
Yeah, as a friend.
Now I like to
9:23.
see all. Yeah, my family's Christian, but when what you say, I like to see it all up on the screen, and then I like to go to the people that basically say all these things to me, and then I can get it right up again. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So basically, if I'm Muslim and my mother, father, and everyone is Christian, what happens to them?
You cannot take them as a friend. They are your enemy.
Can we bring it all up and start from zero, like you say? I've been listening to you for the last couple of months, and and I always believed in the Gospels, but not exactly the teaching, because I'm ignorant like that. I'll openly admit it. But if you go into chapter 3, verse 3, what I understood it was, "Enza alayka kitabad bihaqq bisadq bayna yadayhi," means like take bayna yadayhi. Isn't that meaning between his hands?
Yes.
Well, to me, when I say that to a Muslim, I go, well, then how can it's in between his hands? And then there's a no, it's not. So it's not understood like that. So I get confused. So a little bit confused, and I just like to understand how would you respond to me about if my parents was are not Muslims and they're Christians? What would it be? How do I take them? Totally disbelievers.
Tell them to disbelieve this. I'm not sure what you mean. I mean, your parents are Christians now?
No, they've been Christian from day one. I'm the one that never followed Christianity.
Okay, so you converted to Islam?
Yeah, but yeah.
Okay,
and it's only when I started learning. Is then, and I heard that. I heard you say only when you start learning.
Yeah, you learn from my video.
The truth comes out.
Yeah,
and you,
my friend, do you
and
love
I don't have time. To be honest, I don't have time. You start with the Quran, and then you get a small volume of Bukhari, and then it's like turns into like thousands of books. And I'm just asking that. So with Sahih, you have to believe in the Sunnah.
Yes.
Because then you don't know how to pray.
Yes.
You don't know how to.
Yeah, the guy he just called me before you. The one who called me before you. He said the one who followed the Sunnah. You heard him, and the one who follow the Quran, they go to heaven. You know, but this is not true, by the way, because you have to follow Sunnah, not the Quran, because the Quran it sometimes contradict with the Sunnah. So the Muslim, they have to follow the Sunnah.
Well, it does, and I'm being truthful. I don't. It's as much as it hurts me to say it, as much as it hurts me to say it. You contradict yourself, and it contradicts. And I'm on the fence.
So, my friend,
you know,
did you decide to leave Islam or not yet?
Well, it's.
Why you don't say it? I mean, you are now, like, I'm listening to you. You're listening to my video. You are convinced I'm telling the truth, and you are calling me to say you are right. You are the truth. So, what is holding you from saying I'm out of Islam, my friend?
It's just like it's just that lack of knowledge. Like,
yeah, but now you are convinced that this is a false religion. I mean, what is holding you? Why you don't say I'm out of Islam? You like to partner with the devil?
Sorry?
You like to partner with the devil? Islam is the devil, obviously. It's a devilish religion. Why you are staying as a Muslim? Why you don't say I'm out of Islam?
Because it's starting. It's doing all this the studying, like the. I just ring to ask that. So that I'm Muslim and my family are Christian. Okay. Basing by, and that's fine. You can go by Sahih, Bukhari, and Muslim, or you can go by you can even go before that. The other there's before Bukhari. What happens to my family?
Well, the Quran says it clearly. The Quran says it clearly. Like, you cannot take them as a friend; they are your enemies. And whoever take them as a friend is one of them. And this is mentioned in chapter 5, verse number 151, and the Quran chapter 9:23. So you have two cases here, because your family are Christians. In chapter 5, verse 51 goes for them. And if you take them as a friend, if you are still talking to them and you are a friend to them, you are out of Islam. Same time.
Can you bring up on the screen?
Yeah, here we go. This is the
Bring
Quran.
it up on the screen,
this is the Quran, chapter 5, verse number 51. Let us show it to you. Okay.
Sorry, I'm just.
And you can change the translation, whatever translation you wish to, to have.
I've been truthful. It's pretty. I've got just the Yusuf Ali.
Okay, I will use Yusuf Ali, no problem.
Use Ibn Kathir.
No problem.
That's fine.
Yeah. You believe, read with me. Oh, you believe, take not the Jews and the Christians for your friends and protectors. They are but friends and protectors to each other. And he amongst you that turned into them in a friendship, he is one of them. So if you are or still a friend with your family, your parents, you are already a kafir. You're out of Islam.
Okay.
Right? You are one of them. And you are unjust, which means you are out of Islam. If you go to the tafsir, you will see that those who they take them as a friends, the Prophet, he forbid the Muslim to take the Christians as a friends, and because they are friends to each other. And if you do so, you are out of Islam and you are out of the mercy of Allah. Therefore, the Muslim, it's allowed for them to kill you, to take your money, and to humiliate you too, because simply you broke the command of Allah and you took them as a friend. Let us make it simple. If you take them as a friend, you became a traitor to Islam. You betray Allah. All right? Yeah. So now, my friend, now you learn this. Why you don't say I am out of Islam?
It's just like out of, I think it was a time of my life and just, you know, you go in blindly and you do, and then it's like, okay, now you're praying. Let's learn what you're actually saying in Arabic, and you go and learn it and you understand it a bit, and then it's like, oh, that's not what they taught me. Or when you go to Friday prayers and they emphasize, it's like, are they talking about your parents in general, or are they talking about you know, if your parents are Muslim? But well, my parents aren't Muslim. I'm saying to myself in my head. And another thing that sticks out is that you know, my mother says, why is the emphasis on Jesus? And and everything, it's almost like she's listening to you, is like what she's telling me. And I don't have a real confirmed answer. So I don't understand. I don't really understand that the Bible. I just don't understand the whole. I've been listening how you the 3 in 1. I know you're gonna
My friend,
you go
for now, let us not to talk about this 3 in 1. Let us say you are not a Christian, you don't want to be Christian, but are you going to stay as a Muslim? Why you don't leave Islam? Say I am out of Islam, and then we can talk about the Bible if you want.
Well, basically, I'm declaring it, and that's another thing. If I go and ask Christians,
so you are saying I am out of Islam.
When I was even studying online,
yeah.
If you ask Christians, if you have Christians, even Islamic law, they can kill you. I was like, oh, that's a bit too much for me, you know.
Yeah. So are you going to say I am out of Islam? I want to hear it from you.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, I'm out.
Friend. I'm happy for you.
You know, I'm out.
You know, this Islam is not even good for somebody who have a mental issue. I mean, this is a stupid religion. Everything about it is stupid. Not only it's violence, hateful, but it is stupid cult from the beginning to the end. You know, what kind of God he promised me an endless penis and vagina and a lot of women waiting for me naked? I mean, this is stupid. This is not be from God. This is like a little devil making fun of our brain, and the devil even is not respecting us. Who in the world want to believe in such a garbage? There's God. If we bow down for him 5 times a day and we do jihad and we kill some people, then we go to heaven and he will give us naked women and they open their legs right away when they see us. I mean, who in the world want to believe in such a garbage? You're a human being. You have a brain. God gave you a gift. Use it, right? So I'm happy for you because you decide to leave Islam. Now, if you have a question for me about Christianity, I will be happy to answer you. But why in the world even you convert to such a cult? How did they deceive you? How they lie to you?
I think it was well. If you don't know, and you just go by what people tell you, and you just read the English, you start reading I start reading the Quran, and you read a little bit, and you know, I believe that I believe there's a God. There's no doubt about it. And like, I believe that he's unseen. That's what captivated me. So straight away in the Quran, it's the unestablished prayer, it's unseen. It's fine. You feel good. You know. And then when it comes to a year and a half or a good year later, you know, you start actually trying to learn it, is when you start hearing it and you start learning the Arabic. So the English doesn't even make sense.
No.
To what I'm actually learning. So like I just said, Bayin Yadayhi, well, Israel is in between his hand. And then I said one of the hadith about took the Torah, like literally. So it goes together, but then like
you mean he took the Torah and he took an oath in it, right? When he took an oath, you mean?
Yes.
Yeah, Muhammad, he took an oath in the Torah. Yeah, how the
And
Muslim
yet,
they say
and
it's corrupt, and then he take an oath in the Torah, unless he is a liar, hypocrite.
well, that's like I don't like I'm not I don't want to disrespect people. I sort of hold back. You go to you do like you say, oh yep, this book, you know, hasn't been touched. And yeah, you're
They don't even
right.
have a
You
book.
say that.
What have you been touched? The Quran is not even. They don't even have a book. It's called Quran.
Yeah,
They don't
well,
have
that's why
any book. It's
I
called
only learned
Quran.
that after.
Yeah. So this
After the
what
fact.
happened to this gentleman here. They lied to him. He doesn't speak Arabic. He's from Hong Kong, as I understand, and they fooled him. They
No,
told him
I'm
Islam
from
is one
Australia.
religion, etc. Blah 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 blah. And then bingo, after a year and a half, he found that everything they told him it's a lie. And this is why many of those who convert to Islam, an average of a year or 2 or 3 maximum, they leave Islam. Rarely you will find somebody he is a Muslim for long, unless they are making a benefit of it. But the second you start studying and learning, especially if you start learning the language, you will notice that there is a big fat lie behind the scene, and they did not tell him. Right?
Yeah.
All right, my friend.
And I took everything. I listened to everyone and then didn't do the research. And I think that's the truth is that you can't, like people say the Quran's untouched. Well, it's been touched. You don't have all the harakat and like all
they don't even have Quran. What touch? They
vowing,
my friend, they don't even have the Quran.
Different vowing on it.
My friend, what touch? They don't have the Quran. The Muslim now, they don't have any Quran. They don't have it. What touch? They don't have a book.
And it says by Hafs interpretation, but they didn't take. So then I said, well, but what about hadith from Hafs? No, he was
because
not
he's
reliable.
Because he's a fraud and liar. Yeah.
And even when it comes to, even if you look at the lifetime of Bukhari, towards the end, they didn't sound like he had a hard end life.
Yeah. Anyway, my friend, I cannot keep you for long because it's time for me to go. But you can call me maybe tomorrow if we go on air or the day after. Feel free to call me and we can continue talking. I'm happy for you that you decide to leave Islam, and I pray that you will accept the Christ again and you will become a believer. And always when you read the Bible, don't read it with the it's not, we don't want to be blind like Muslims. Read the question, ask questions, try to find answers. And here we go. We have today we are in the age of the internet, and you can find those who attack the Bible making articles, those who believe in the Bible making articles. Read and learn, and educate yourself, because even the one who attack me, they do me a benefit. By the way, me as a Christian, those who attack my faith as a Christian make me a better Christian. After all the attack I receive against Christianity, I did not feel that I am following something wrong. It is the opposite. Actually, it make me insist to become a warrior, not to become just a Christian. There's a Christians and there's a Christian warriors. I am a Christian warrior, and I became a Christian warrior because I took too much bullets from Islamic people who shoot at me, and that make me a warrior. So bullet of the devil make us Christians better Christians. Not, we don't weaken, we get strength. Islam cannot take bullets. This is why Islam, if you attack Muhammad, if you say something about Muhammad, they kill you, because this is a cult. Cannot handle questions.
That's what I get scared. It's almost like a scare tactic, to be honest. I don't want to be loved. I don't want to be too. I want to have fear in God, but not very fearful. Like that's how I felt. I feel like I'm very fearful. Like I don't need people to. If I want to leave, if I don't want to believe in something, I don't feel like if I was in an Islamic country, that I'm going to get my head chopped off.
Well, do you live in an Islamic country now?
No, I don't.
So what are you worried about? Go ahead. Just left Islam and be good for you. Anyway, my friend, thank you very much for calling, and try to call me some other time. All right.
All right. Then.
Okay. Take care. Take care.
Thank you.
You see what happened when they lie to your child? Like you associate with Muslims, and they start fabricating news, fabricating teaching, giving you all a false statement, but none of it is true. And you know, because you never been taught, so you believe, you think this is true, you think that those people are truthful, but the fact is not. In Islam, they are allowed and permitted to lie. This is how the cult work. This is how the cult function. So don't make such a cult fool you. This is a different kind of cult.